Hey there, Aquarius. How are you today? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one is going to be for September 12th, 13th, and 14th, which should be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay? That is pretty much the deal. If you haven't gone over to YouTube to follow me there, that would be a swell idea after you finish watching this video. If you want to, that would be super. I need the followers over there, and they're threatening to take this darn TikTok down again if they don't make this sale, whatever that thing is. So I'd hate to lose any of you, so if you want to, I'm Sherilyn's Tarot over there as well. Okay? All right. This one is for my Aquariuses. So Aquarius, when you can't go to sleep at night or when something wakes you up, what are you thinking about? What is it that you're trying to work out right now or figure out? Where are we at? What you got? So we get the King of Pentacles. So I feel like this is you in this situation. I feel like you are in boss energy, right? You have spent a fair amount of time trying to establish yourself in a position that you are currently managing to almost coast in, it feels like. You're in a position where you're in a good spot, it looks like, for most of you. Maybe for all of you, huh? Financially, I feel like you, could it be better? Of course, but I don't feel like you are in a bad situation. I feel like you have stability around you. I feel like you're very sure about what you do and do not want, or do and do not like, do or do not. I feel like you are cautiously coasting. How's that? That's how it feels to me. You have worked very hard to get to where you're at right this minute, and although you could obviously have more, I think that you are doing okay, is what I've got. All right, what is the obstacle to that then? The Nine of Wands. So the road to get you to this point has left you fairly wounded. Okay, that's fair enough, huh? It means you've won the battles you had to go through, but, you know, it left you bumped and bruised up. You're feeling somewhat wounded, although you're still cautiously coasting, I feel like. Okay, what is it that you need to focus on? The Devil. So this would lead me to believe that there is some aspect of your life that you currently are not in control of. And it's quite possible that people around you don't even realize that, okay? Because you are in boss energy. So maybe nobody else even knows that you have this one spot of your life that you just can't quite control right now. Whether that is an addiction, an obsession, whether your insecurities have gotten the best of you and caused you to have paranoia, maybe it's just that you've been wounded by different people and now you've pulled your energy back to the point where you have cut people off. I mean, I don't know, but there's something here where you don't really have control over a small aspect of your life. And that's what Spirit's saying you need to focus on. Because if the devil finds an in into your life in a small way, then oftentimes it will grow just like a weed or something, right? Just grow. Let's see. Okay, what is it you need to leave behind? The Three of Swords. So there's some sort of heartbreak here. I get the feeling you've closed people out. That's what I feel like. Like you're not dealing with people because of the heartbreak you felt and because it left you wounded, right? You've chosen to just not deal with people. If you don't deal with any people, they can't very well hurt you now, can they? And although that may be safe, it makes you sad in a different way. I see the logic behind it, but I don't think that's the way things were meant to be necessarily. So let's see. What else we got? What is your strength in this situation? The Emperor. I don't know how much it's your strength, but you are adamant about whatever decisions you've made. The Emperor is not somebody who's open to compromise usually. It is somebody who's very black and white, my way or the highway. So it would seem that the things that you have been through here, the things that caused you to feel wounded, the heartbreak that you've been through has left you in a spot where you have decided to not leave yourself open to the possibility to be hurt again or disappointed again or whatever this might be. Okay. All right. So what do we have in the near future? The Seven of Pentacles. So even though you are adamantly in this what do you want to call it? It feels like you're adamantly in hermit mode or something, but you're adamantly in this situation where you really don't want to allow anybody in. You're trying to keep yourself from being vulnerable, period, towards people, it feels like. Every so often you do have to reassess the situation, and that's what the Seven of Pentacles is about. Because every, I don't know, every month or so, you have to think about it again for a minute. You know, is there something you do want to invest in? Is there something you're willing to be vulnerable towards? And if so, how much? I think to date, you're coming up with no, 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 but maybe something in the future will spark your interest. I don't know. All right, what do we have for the advice? Yeah, the Knight of Wands. There's something coming towards you that's fiery and passionate, because in doing this the way that you've done it, you've lost your zip for life. You know what I'm saying? It's like you've lost that thing that makes you want to jump out of bed in the morning and go do something. You're just kind of blah, and the blah is getting bigger and bigger. That's where the devil's coming in. He's managing to magnify the blah, you know. You're cutting things out of your life that were part of your lifeblood, you know, and that is not okay. So it looks like there's something coming towards you that's going to be try to fire you up, bring you some sort of inspiration, fire, passion, something. What's the atmosphere? Eight of Pentacles. But you're fighting it because you're 100% invested into the blah. You want to stay in the blah. They put me on psych meds one time for, what do you call it? For, that's probably not the right term, huh? But I was on it a long time ago. Anyways, to make me not have high highs or low lows. They wanted me to just be, that's how I felt all the time. I woke up in the morning like blah. And all day I was like blah. And it just didn't work for me. But you're quite determined to hold on to the blah. It looks like. Okay. What is your fear? You're fearing the Ten of Pentacles? I think you're fearing the possibility that you might build with somebody. Because if you build with somebody, then somebody can take it away. So I think that you will build alone is what you're trying to say. You'll build to the Ten of Pentacles your own, all by yourself. And if somebody says you can't get the Ten of Pentacles yourself, you're like, well, then I'll go to 9 and that'll be good enough. Okay, sorry. All right, let's see, Aquarius. What do we got for the outcome? The Ace of Swords. I'm going to take this to be in the outcome that eventually you're going to have to step back into your authenticity, because your true authenticity is not meant to be alone. It's just not. Because you're not just warding off relationships, like romantic ones. I think you're trying to push off all relationships. I think you're trying to distance yourself from anything that is a person, just about. I think you started with one thing, like maybe I'm just not going to date anymore. And it has evolved slowly but surely with the devil here. They've managed to like keep taking little inches at a time till now it's like you're just sitting in your house not doing anything or talking to anyone is how it feels. And if you're not at that point yet, it's the point you're headed towards. And that's not where you were intended to be, I don't think. Personally, that's my opinion. But okay, let's see what we got here. What did you get for Friday? 9 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. So your wish fulfillment is somehow, you've tucked it away somewhere so that it's been replaced by nothing but loss and regret. You're not supposed to replace it necessarily. You're supposed to adjust it, right? When things don't go your way. I don't know. Saturday, you've got the Page of Swords and the 4 of Swords. So this is you needing time to heal. It's also about, 4 of Swords is you needing time to heal. The Page of Swords is speaking of, I don't know, you're keeping tabs on people, but you're not talking to them. I feel like you're watching people from a, like you're in, like the Boy in the Bubble when I was a kid. That was a show, you know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe you're like the boy in the bubble, but nobody can see you. You just run around looking at people so that you're a part of their life, but not. You're outside. I don't know, it's weird. Maybe you just watch them online. Maybe that's what it is. 8 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. Some kind of communication comes towards you on Sunday that makes you feel kind of out of balance. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you just watch people online, like on Facebook or something now, but you don't bother to actually speak to them or comment or interact, right? I don't know, but it's something that needs to be nipped in the bud because it's already gone too far. You have to come back to the land of the people, okay? That's what I see. All right, there you go, Aquarius. No matter what the cards say, go out and make it the best weekend you possibly can. If you made it this far in the video and you don't mind, can you hit the like, share, follow, whatever, any of those, comment, anything. It all helps me. They're into those numbers. I don't know. That's what they're all about, I guess. I already told you, if possible, to go over and follow me on YouTube and